Last night, Paige Bueckers dropped 44 points.
And the question isn't how did Paige score 44?
Paige was incredible yesterday.
Paige Bueckers dropped 44 points. But let me tell you, it exposes a lot of special treatment on the court.
She's getting wide open looks.
You know, the 44 points are credible, but the league wants you to believe she's just that good.
Paige Bueckers is getting these open looks on purpose. Literally, they're letting her score at will. The real question isn't how did Paige score 44. The real question is how was she allowed to? Is Paige Bueckers already a better WNBA player than Caitlin Clark? This is hilarious that this crap is going down. Guard her how y'all guard Caitlin. Where are the traps at? Run them same traps on her. Was this a legitimate basketball game? Or just a coronation, a showcase to manufacture a hero?
Last night, Paige Bueckers dropped 44 points.
Paige Bueckers' 44-point performance stunned fans, but it quickly turned controversial.
Turning people's heads, not Paige Bueckers' actual performance.
The claim isn't just about how many points she scored. It's about how she got them.
Me watching the tape, and the question isn't how did Paige score 44?
Such claims fuel the idea that the league may be scripting games to push Paige into the spotlight.
Paige Bueckers getting special treatment on the court.
Observers pointed out that Paige consistently benefits from special whistles and favorable officiating on the court.
The opposing teams all season long has been allowing her to score at will.
Even in games her team lost, evidence surfaced of questionable fouls and calls going her way.
The real question is, how was she allowed to?
This turns her 44 points from impressive into suspicious.
The Indiana Fever had a 20-20 record. That was good enough.
Many are calling this blatant favoritism, raising the question. Was her big night a fair achievement or a product of biased treatment?
Paige Bueckers is basically being propped upon to replace Caitlin.
The idea of a cheating scandal began taking shape right after this so-called historic game.
And I'm not hating. I'm just being very objective, because I like to look at everything in the details in its entirety.
The biggest question being asked isn't how did Paige score 44, but rather, how was she allowed to?
Paige Bueckers. Her Dallas Wings team is 9-27.
Critics argue that Paige's 44 points didn't come from hard-fought basketball, but rather from an unusual lack of defense.
Paige be the face of the league over Caitlin.
Game footage shows defenders consistently giving her open looks, as if they were instructed to let her score.
The 44 points are credible.
Shooting 81% from the field while barely being challenged has raised eyebrows across the WNBA community.
A lot of the special whistles, special treatment she gets.
Instead of traps and double teams, Paige found herself with wide open lanes and uncontested jumpers.
That Paige Bueckers is getting these open looks on purpose.
Analysts even suggested this wasn't just poor defense, but deliberate allowance, creating a staged performance.
The league wants you to believe she's just that good.
No other star in league history has scored over 40 while shooting that efficiently, yet Paige managed it in seemingly effortless fashion.
Paige was incredible yesterday, but she still got a long way to go.
Critics believe this wasn't coincidence, but evidence of a larger plan to crown her as the league's next face.
So, setting the stage, Paige Bueckers, she dropped a mind-boggling 44 points.
When a rookie delivers numbers that even legends never touched, fans naturally start asking if the game was rigged.
Paige should win every other game for the rest of the season, and she hasn't had a better rookie season than Caitlin Clark.
Clark's debut season wasn't just about scoring. It was about leadership, consistency, and carrying her team into playoff contention.
Tying a WNBA rookie record that stood for nearly 30 years.
While Paige Bueckers' 44 points shocked the basketball world, many analysts remind fans that one game does not equal a better rookie season.
First of all, she's not going to have a better rookie season than Caitlin Clark. It is literally impossible.
Experts point out that even if Paige were to win every game for the rest of the year, she still wouldn't match Caitlin Clark's rookie impact.
And they want you to believe you just saw the legend being born, but what if you were really just watching a script being played out? And what if the whole thing was a lie, right?
Paige, on the other hand, is being hyped off a single performance, which critics say feels more like manufactured hype than earned greatness.
Now, Kelsey Plum was the only one playing defense on Paige yesterday.
This is why many argue that Paige's rise is more scandal than substance.
Like, unpopular opinion, I don't think this has been the best game a rookie's had. Like,
when you look at team results, the gap between Caitlyn and Paige becomes even clearer.
The internet's going crazy. The talking heads are screaming from the mountaintops, but I'm not buying the fairy tale they selling me.
The Dallas Wings, despite Paige's scoring outbursts, have piled up losses, many of them by single digits where a true star is expected to close out games.
Look at this. Wide open. Where's the traps? Like, come on, bro. We can't make this up, bro.
Caitlin Clark, however, turned similar situations into wins for Indiana, pulling off comeback victories and proving herself as the difference maker in the clutch.
Paige did end the Rookie of the Year race. She's gone to 20 points per game. We're not judging rookies entirely on wins and losses.
Analysts emphasize that Clark was the engine behind the Fever's turnaround, while Paige's stats often come in games that don't translate into wins.
Me watching the tape, and the question isn't how did Paige score 44?
This raises the suspicion that Paige's performance is being artificially inflated for narrative purposes.
You got defender here, defender there. There are 3 spark players in the vicinity.
A deeper hypothetical only strengthens this argument. If Caitlin Clark had Paige's roster in Dallas, experts say she would have taken that team to the playoffs without question.
You can make the argument that Paige is a better scorer than Caitlin. And I think that there's merit to that.
Clark's style of play elevates those around her, turning average teammates into contributors and maximizing team efficiency.
Was this a legitimate competitive basketball game between 2 professional teams fighting for a win?
Paige, in contrast, scores in volume but struggles to impact the bigger picture.
1, 2, 3 spark players in the vicinity of Paige. No trap, no nothing.
For critics, this is the ultimate evidence that Paige's rise is being propped up by external forces.
Or was this a coronation? A showcase designed to manufacture a hero right before our very eyes.
That's why even after her 44-point night, her team remains irrelevant in the standings.
They have played 23 games that were decided within 10 points, 10 or less points.
While Caitlin continues to prove her greatness under real, relentless defensive pressure.
And this isn't just about the game. This is about integrity. This is about the hard questions we need to ask ourselves. Do we want our heroes to be built in a lab or forged in the fire?
Many fans are questioning whether Paige Bueckers' 44-point game was even real competition.
Why do she get a wide open? I cannot make this up.
Critics describe it as more of a scripted performance than an actual WNBA battle.
You cannot blame teammates for going 5-17 in the clutch.
The setting in Los Angeles, with bright Hollywood lights, added to suspicions that the league was orchestrating a storyline rather than allowing a genuine contest.
Wide open look, no defense at all.
Analysts warn that when sports start to feel more like entertainment than competition, the integrity of the game suffers.
The Indiana Fever were blitzing teams last year. Like the Indiana Fever against the Mercury. They played them 3 times.
Paige's night, instead of being remembered as heroic, now carries the stench of being staged for publicity.
It is the escalation, the elevation of one Paige Bueckers. Oh, she's better than Caitlin Clark. I mean, stab me in the eye with a spoon, for Christ's sakes.
Footage from the game only fuels this conspiracy.
Caitlin scoring or assisting on all but 2 of the points. They went up 30 twice against the Mercury. There is no argument to say that a Paige Bueckers is better than a healthy Caitlin Clark.
Possession after possession, Paige is seen getting wide open looks, defenders giving up lanes, and no double teams being sent her way.
44 points, that ties the great Cynthia Cooper for the WNBA rookie scoring record.
At times, opposing players almost seem to pause and let her score uncontested.
If Caitlin stays healthy for 40 games, they are going to the playoffs. Doesn't matter, don't care about these injuries. Giving Caitlin Clark, Louisa Geisel-Suter, Maisha Hines-Allen, and she would make Maisha Hines-Allen not look like an all-star, but look like a player.
Critics argue this is not coincidence. It looks like an organized effort to make her shine.
Oh my God, Paige Bueckers got her by 0.5 points right there.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark has never been given this luxury. facing traps and aggressive defenses every single night.
That was just a good play. See, sometimes Paige really do make good plays, but a lot of the times, bro, she be wide open.
That contrast convinces many that Paige's breakout game was less about her talent and more about the league's agenda.
Caitlin Clark's side of the fence, including a record-breaking assist season.
The louder conversation online suggests a deeper issue. The WNBA may want Paige, not Caitlin, as the future face of the league.
81% shooting, and she was a perfect 4 for 4 from the three-point range and a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line.
Whether for marketability, image, or off-court reasons, the suspicion is that officials and defenses are treating Paige with leniency to boost her star power.
And, well, you're going to get a foul called, a whistle. I mean, in this case, this was the video. They were playing the Aces.
Fans call it a disservice not only to Clark, who is earning every point the hard way, but even to Paige herself, because true greatness cannot be handed out.
No player has ever scored over 40 points while shooting over 80% from the field.
Instead of celebrating her performance, people are debating if it was genuine, and that controversy has turned her 44 points into the center of a cheating scandal.
Caitlin Clark can't get a foul call to save her life in this league.
He guard her how y'all guard Caitlin. Where the traps at?
And the question isn't how did Paige score 44? The real question is how was she allowed to?
First of all, she's not going to have a better rookie season than Caitlin Clark. It is literally impossible.
Caitlin Clark can't get a foul call to save her life in this league, while Paige gets special treatment every night. Guard her how y'all guard Caitlin. Where are the traps at? Y'all ain't doing that with Paige. The real question isn't how did Paige score 44. The real question is how was she allowed to? Paige should win every other game for the rest of the season, and she still hasn't had a better rookie year than Caitlin Clark. The league wants Paige to be the face, but fans see the difference. Clark earns everything the hard way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more WNBA updates.